Hello, beloved souls. Thank you so much for tuning into the Spiritual Podcast channel. If you enjoy the video and its content, please consider subscribing, sharing, and commenting. A kind reminder, glowing star. This channel is all about good vibes, positive energy, and meaningful conversations. To keep this space welcoming for everyone, I kindly ask that comments stay respectful, kind, and in the spirit of the content shared here. I reserve the right to delete any comments that don't align with this intention. No hard feelings, just protecting the vibe. Thanks for being here and spreading the light. Please be cautious of anyone claiming to represent Spiritual Podcast and asking you for money, donations, or personal information. We will never ask you for money through comments, messages, or DMs. All official updates and content come only from this channel. If you see suspicious activity, please report it immediately. Stay safe and thank you for being part of our community.
Okay, let's unpack this. What if the biggest secret isn't, some revelation waiting for a government official or maybe a whistleblower to finally drop it? What if the grand reveal, the ultimate disclosure we've all been sort of anticipating, is actually something far closer, much more personal, and, infinitely more powerful than any headline could ever capture? Today we're embarking on a deep dive into a really fascinating channeled transmission. Our source is Zorian of Sirius, as conveyed through the GFL station on YouTube, and it's a powerful message. It really challenges our very understanding of what disclosure means, and crucially, where we should be looking for truth. This deep dive isn't just about cosmic insights, though. It's about a profound invitation, really, to reclaim your power. We'll be exploring this idea that endlessly waiting for external validation might actually be a subtle form of disempowerment, and how turning inward holds the genuine keys to profound personal and collective transformation. So get ready to navigate concepts like spiritual sovereignty, inner contact, and the true meaning of awakening. I have a feeling there will be some genuine aha moments here that might just change your perspective on everything you thought you knew about the great reveal.
It's a truly compelling message, isn't it? What immediately stands out to me is how it thoroughly reframes our entire paradigm of seeking, our whole way of looking for answers. It strongly suggests that our relentless outward gaze, our almost obsessive focus on external events and information might actually be preventing us from seeing the most important truth of all.
Right, blinding us almost.
Exactly. From a broader perspective, this asks us to critically re-examine our fundamental assumptions about where knowledge and ultimately liberation truly reside. It's an act of redirect, really, a call to reorient our internal compass.
So the transmission opens with a statement that, at first glance, might feel a bit jarring. Disclosure is canceled. Now, for many of us who've been following the discussions around, UFOs, ET contact, government transparency, all that could land like a punch to the gut. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely could. Shocking, almost.
But Zorian quickly clarifies that it's not truly canceled in a final sense, but rather its locus, its focus or point of origin has shifted. This isn't about governments deciding to withhold information forever or, some cosmic entity deciding we're simply not ready. It's not that. Instead, it's about our focus being fundamentally misplaced. Many of us, and I'll openly admit I've been caught in this loop too, are constantly watching for signs, government hearings, whistleblower leaks, any promised revelation to finally expose the truth.
Right, absolutely. Scanning the horizon.
We're anticipating an external event to finally set us free, to validate what we intuitively feel is true deep down in our bones.
Yeah.
We find ourselves on the edge of our seats, scanning the news, scrolling through forums, just eagerly waiting for that one big undeniable moment, that proof.
That resonates so strongly. This idea that an external focus is a subtle form of disempowerment. Well, it's a profound challenge to how many of us have been conditioned to seek solutions, isn't it?
It really is.
It invites us to consider, why do we so often look outside ourselves for liberation or confirmation? Why wait for someone else's permission slip? The message implies that an external savior or headline, while perhaps momentarily satisfying or, exciting, can never deliver true, lasting freedom or that deep sense of knowing.
Right, it's fleeting.
It fundamentally challenges the notion that freedom can be given to us by some outside entity. If we truly believe in our own inherent spiritual sovereignty, why would we then effectively outsource the validation of that sovereignty to an external authority, a news cycle, or even some anticipated cosmic event?
That's a really good question. It doesn't quite add up, does it?
No, it doesn't. This expectation that someone else will set us free inadvertently keeps us in a state of dependency, waiting. It's a very subtle yet exceptionally powerful form of disempowerment. It creates this dynamic of perpetual waiting, always looking out there.
Absolutely. And the message delves deeper into that, describing this outward search as a major distraction in this pivotal awakening age, a real energy drain. It refers to it as the outer show. You know, the endless stream of news flashes, government proclamations, sensational stories, all the constant dramas that vie for your energy. Think about it. How much mental and emotional energy do we pour into watching the latest headlines, dissecting every new piece of information, or anticipating the next big reveal? It can be exhausting.
It really can.
The transmission states that waiting for officials or insiders to validate what you feel is true leaves you anxious and diminished. It chips away at you. And here's where it becomes really compelling for me. It explains that this dynamic is no accident. The matrix that keeps humanity disempowered feeds on this dynamic.
The matrix concept.
Yeah, and here, the matrix refers to those interconnected systems of belief and control, both seen and unseen, that seek to limit our perception of reality and our true power. This endless anticipation of external disclosure siphons your life force, the message says. What some traditions refer to as luch, that vital, subtle energy that sustains your being, your very spiritual essence.
Luch. Interesting term, like prana or chi.
Exactly. It's an energetic drain, a subtle yet continuous pulling away of our most vital energy, keeping us weak almost.
Expanding on that, the message suggests this lush or life force drain tied into these timeline delay tactics. Well, it isn't accidental. It points to a deliberate energetic manipulation.
Deliberate. That's a strong word.
It is. But the implication is that it's not just about misinformation or propaganda, though that's part of it. It's profoundly about redirecting our vital energy away from our own empowerment and our creative potential. The message directly states that the cabal understands this well, describing the cabal as, a collective of hidden influences or groups that work to maintain control structures.
Unseen hand.
Right. They use this as a clever timeline delay tactic, essentially dangling promises of external events to keep us waiting, keep us hesitant to fully embody your mission, your purpose. This truly encourages critical thinking about how our attention is being managed and how our collective energy is being utilized, or maybe subtly siphoned away from our own sovereign path.
Wow.
It's a profound insight into the subtle, often unseen mechanisms of control, not just political or economic, but energetic.
This really challenges us then to ask, where is our energy ultimately flowing? Are we inadvertently feeding that cycle of anticipation and, let's face it, potential disappointment? Or are we actively choosing to reclaim our focus and our precious life force? The message makes it unequivocally clear that by constantly looking to the outer show, we inadvertently agree to the narrative that we are not yet free, not yet informed enough, not yet whole. But as Zorian's transmission powerfully reminds us, we are already. Right now.
That's the core shift.
Yeah. The core assertion here, and it's a truly transformative one, is that the true liberation, the only disclosure that can never be stopped or watered down, is the one happening within you. This is where the real unshakable shift occurs. Inside, this isn't about waiting for some grand approval stamp for your awakening from the universe or, external authorities.
No external rubber stamp needed.
Exactly. It's about a profound personal recognition of your deepest truth. It's the recognition of your own divine essence, that I am presence that awaits within you. That core spark, when you turn inward and connect with your I am field, that spark of source at your core, you experience a personal disclosure more profound than any external announcement, more real, more lasting.
This represents such a profound shift in perspective. It challenges us to stop outsourcing our sense of worth and our knowledge. Think about how often we wait for external approval stamps in everyday life. A job promotion, a partner's praise, a social media, just to feel validated.
Constantly seeking it.
The message argues that you are your own confirmation. The light you seek in the heavens already shines in your chest. And this isn't just, spiritual poeticism. It's a direct instruction, a call to action, to tap into your intrinsic value and knowledge.
Right. It's practical.
Absolutely. When you establish that direct inner contact with your I am field, the need for any external authority to confirm your truth truly vanishes. It just dissolves. It renders the question, when will they tell the truth? Utterly obsolete, because you become the truth teller for yourself, for your own reality. You know it directly.
Exactly. It truly makes the external hunt for truth almost obsolete once you've tapped into this inner wellspring. It changes the game entirely. And the transmission defines disclosure not as some singular world event, but as a shift in your state of consciousness.
I shift in consciousness, that's key.
It is. It is a personal aha moment that ripples outward. Imagine that your personal awakening having a ripple effect on everything. When you finally turn inward and face that shining core within you, you flip a switch. It's like a light turning on in a previously dark room, illuminating what was always there, just unseen. Dormant facets of your mission come online, it says, and you begin to recall, often with a kind of wordless knowing, why you chose to be here at this pivotal time. Your purpose becomes clearer. Your Syrian guides, the transmission tells us, they celebrate this personal awakening, this inner shift, not some official briefing on the news.
They celebrate the individual turning point.
Precisely. They gently ask you to trust what arises from your meditations, dreams, and moments of inspiration. Those are your disclosure documents.
Wow, your own disclosure documents.
Yeah. This contact with your cosmic family was always accessible within your heart. A direct line that was never truly cut, just maybe ignored or forgotten. It's like thinking you need a map from someone else to find a treasure, when all along, the most valuable treasure chest is right there in your own backyard. You just need to start digging. The directions were always inside you. All right, let's shift our gaze inward now, really focus on the how. But first, we need to touch on a popular external expectation, the solar flash. Many in our community, are watching the skies, anticipating this singular blinding event, a massive burst of solar light that will just magically trigger planetary ascension.
A big zap.
Yeah, exactly. It's a powerful, almost cinematic image, isn't it? Waiting for that grand cosmic signal to change everything instantly. But what if even that expectation is a misunderstanding? Maybe one designed to keep us looking outward rather than experiencing the transformation that is already happening subtly within us.
A distraction again.
Possibly. The message posits this expectation as a misunderstanding meant to keep you waiting, to keep you passive. Instead, Zorian tells us that transformation is already underway, not as one big spectacle, but as ongoing energetic upgrades, happening continuously.
Ongoing upgrades. I like the sound of that. Less dramatic, maybe more sustainable. And what's truly fascinating here is the emphasis on our internal state for receiving and integrating these upgrades. It's not passive reception. We aren't just, bystanders waiting to get hit by the light.
Right, we're participants.
Exactly. We need to be centered in a neutral, calm heart space, your 0 point, as the message describes it, to become truly receptive and capable of decoding these waves.
0 point. That neutral space.
Yes. Imagine it as a continuous download of divine light, a system update screaming from the sun's own consciousness. These waves of high-frequency solar plasma bathe the Earth, carrying codes in the language of light that interact with your DNA and energy body.
So it's information, essentially, light codes.
Encoded information. But if you're tense, distracted, or totally fixated on some big external singular event, these subtle, powerful codes might just pass you by. Or maybe they'd be too overwhelming to integrate properly.
Ah, okay. So our inner state determines our ability to receive and use this energy.
Precisely. This isn't just about cosmic events happening to us. It's profoundly about our personal resonance with them and our capacity to actively integrate these shifts. Our readiness matters.
And what I find so encouraging about this interpretation is that these are described as incremental transformations, not one giant leap that might break us.
Gentle increments.
Yeah, inspirations, revelations, subtle shifts, they quietly integrate within us. It's like the sun is sending constant awakening instructions moment by moment, not just in one blast. The change is already happening now in increments gentle enough to handle, which feels much more manageable, right?
Much less intimidating.
It's like, not noticing the grass growing each day in your lawn until one morning you step outside and boom, it's become this lush, vibrant meadow.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
The grand event isn't just out there somewhere in the future. It is already underway within you as you consciously allow each new ray, each subtle upgrade to update your system and enlighten you from the inside out. It's a continuous, gentle, and deeply personal process, not some sudden, overwhelming, and potentially disruptive zap from the sky.
Makes sense. Or organic.
Definitely. Now, in a world that often feels just completely inundated with noise, the external clamor, endless notifications, but also that internal mental chatter that never seems to stop.
Oh yeah, the internal noise can be the loudest.
Totally. The transmission reminds us that the greatest revelations often come in utter silence. The message describes silence not just as absence of sound, but as a secure channel, an encrypted line that chaos cannot tap.
An encrypted line, wow.
Isn't that cool? This isn't just about finding a quiet room, though that helps. It's about cultivating a soul-level stillness, engaging in what it calls a silent operation with the divine.
Soul-level stillness, deeper than just quiet.
Exactly. It's about creating an internal sanctuary where you can truly hear what needs to be heard, beyond the surface noise.
This understanding of silence, this encrypted channel, it really raises an important question about the purity and authenticity of the guidance we receive, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, the message clearly states that in this gentle communion, in this profound stillness, you receive guidance tailored precisely to you. Guidance which carries the unmistakable signature of love and truth.
So it's uncorrupted, pure signal.
Exactly. This incorruptible connection offers a refuge of clarity from all the external distortions, the static, the fear-based narratives that might otherwise cloud your judgment or lead you astray. And crucially, the message emphasizes that no middleman is needed, no priest, no guru, no external signal, not even a channeled entity necessarily.
Direct connection.
The transmission comes directly from source to your heart. This is truly God contact or source contact, whatever term resonates, in its purest, most direct form. It bypasses all intermediaries.
That's a powerful thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you have this direct, uncorrupted line available, always.
Very empowering.
So for you listening, the practical takeaway here is this. Spend time each day in this sacred quiet, even if it's only a few minutes to start. Just sit. Be still. Allow that soul-level stillness to deepen over time. And as you do, your life will subtly begin to organize itself around the wisdom gleaned in those moments of silence. Things just start to align.
You start operating from a different place.
Exactly. You'll find you need external confirmation less and less because you have a direct line to truth whispering in your soul. It's about building that inner muscle of discernment and trust rather than constantly seeking outside validation or the next urgent message.
Developing inner listening skills.
Precisely. Now, the transmission uses another truly beautiful and resonant analogy. It asks us to visualize yourself as a magnificent tree in life's garden.
Okay, I'm picturing it. Big, strong tree.
All right. Our branches reach out in various directions, representing our projects, relationships, and dreams, all the things we're involved in. Our leaves are the visible expressions of our life, our daily interactions, the information you consume, the outward stuff. Now, here's the crucial part, the core insight of this metaphor. Many of us scramble to nourish the leaves.
Focusing on the surface.
Exactly. We chase information, endlessly consuming news, social media, external opinions. We're watering the leaves with worry and obsessive focus, mistakenly believing this constant outward energy will sustain our life.
Trying to fix things from the outside in.
We think if we just get more information, more external validation, tweak the leaves just right, we'll finally be okay. We'll be healthy.
From a meta perspective, the tree protocol, I love that name, profoundly emphasizes that true lasting supply and nourishment comes from within, not from the leaves.
Right, it comes from the roots.
Precisely. The message states, when you water your roots through presence, prayer, or meditation, the effect ascends naturally through the trunk and out to all your branches and leaves. This is such a powerful metaphor for spiritual alignment directly influencing material reality. It stands in stark contrast to that dry and brittle feeling you get from constantly chasing external fixes that never seem to last.
Leaves you feeling depleted.
A truly wise tree knows that its true sustenance rises from unseen depths. Your roots, in this analogy, run deep into the soil of the divine, that inner connection. Everything you truly need, guidance, energy, healing, abundance, is ultimately drawn from that rich, inexhaustible soil of source within you. It's always there.
This, then, is the tree protocol. Supply from within. Simple, but profound. It means consciously trusting that when you tend to your spiritual alignment first, when you nurture your inner connection, your roots, then material support, clarity, and guidance naturally follow. They have to.
It's a natural law, almost.
Exactly. By focusing on your inner connection, your roots, all the outer aspects of your life, your leaves, your branches, your projects, your relationships, receive genuine, profound nourishment. Over time, the message promises you become like a tree in perpetual spring, continually renewed from the inside out.
Perpetual spring. That sounds nice.
Doesn't it? It's a complete, profound reversal of our usual approach to seeking fulfillment and sustenance. Watering the roots, not just polishing the leaves. It's so human, isn't it, though? To be tempted to seek a quick miracle, a sudden external magic fix to everything. We want the easy button.
Oh, absolutely. The instant solution.
And this often translates into waiting for the next explosive leak of information, the next promised salvation date, or the next charismatic figure to just hand out all the answers and solutions on a silver platter.
Yeah.
While such external events Yeah, they give a momentary lift, a temporary thrill or rush of hope.
A little hit of dopamine.
Exactly. But the message warns, they often leave you dependent, always needing another miracle to keep going. It creates an addiction cycle.
Right. You need the next fix.
The message even brings up the famous story of Jesus multiplying bread and fish. But it reinterprets this, not as a call to just line up for endless free bread and constantly await miracles from external figures.
Okay, how does it reinterpret it?
It sees it as a demonstration that, through faith and alignment with the divine, the means to meet any need can arise from within and multiply.
Ah, an inner capacity demonstration.
Precisely. Christ, the transmission suggests, demonstrated that the material responds to the spiritual, a profound principle each person could learn and apply in their own life. It was a teaching, not just a handout.
Showing the inner technology at work.
Exactly. It was a demonstration of inner technology, not a one-off performance meant to create followers.
This really prompts us to ask an important question about genuine empowerment versus dependency, doesn't it? External disclosures or miracles or whatever form they take, the message states, can never truly satiate the soul's appetite for truth because that hunger must be satisfied by your own direct connection to source.
The hunger has to be met from within.
Yes. It's a clear call to move beyond merely being a consumer of external information or experiences and into a state of self-generation and self-sufficiency, becoming the source yourself.
Moving from consumer to creator.
Exactly. Instead of chasing single-use miracles, those fleeting external fixes, we're deeply encouraged to invest in understanding the inner technology that makes miracles possible. This means actively cultivating your faith, developing your intuition, and honing your manifestation skills. Learning the principles.
And this is where it gets really empowering, I think. By actively investing in and developing that inner technology, you truly graduate. You graduate from being a follower, always awaiting sustenance from outside, to becoming a master of divine principles.
Stepping into mastery.
Yeah, you become someone able to feed yourself and even nourish others spiritually whenever the need arises. You literally become the source, rather than constantly seeking external sustenance or validation.
That's a profound shift in identity, from dependent to sovereign source.
Absolutely. Now, the transmission describes something really interesting. Within the theater of your mind, two characters speak the word I, but they are not the same.
Okay, two eyes. Tell me more.
First, there's the ego self, what the message calls the small I. This is described as a composite of identity, memory, and fear. It's the constructed self.
The personality structure.
Right, and it's often the voice that insists, I need the world to change before I feel safe or whole, or I need this external thing to happen. It's always needy, seeking validation or security from outside, operating under the fundamental belief of being incomplete or at risk, always lacking something.
The voice of lack.
Yes, this egoic voice, when it's dominant, drains your power and keeps you waiting and worrying. It's so easy to fall into that trap, isn't it? I know I've certainly had my share of small I days where everything felt like a threat or insufficient.
Oh, me too. It's a constant practice to notice it.
It really is. In contrast, another I quietly exists beneath the mind's chatter. The I am, the direct emanation of source within you, your divine self.
The capital I am.
Exactly. This presence does not grasp or beg, it radiates, declaring with quiet certainty, I am enough, I am the truth unfolding through my being. It's a completely different energy signature, isn't it? A complete shift in perspective and internal experience, from lack to fullness.
That distinction is absolutely critical for internal discernment, knowing which voice you're listening to. And the message offers a clear, practical method for identifying which I is speaking. You can discern which I is speaking by how it feels. The feeling tone is the key.
Okay, how does that work?
Does the thought constrict you and make you feel powerless? That's the ego I. Does it make you feel small, fearful, anxious, or defensive?
Right, that contracted feeling.
Yes. Or does it expand you, filling you with peace or purpose? That's the I am. Does it feel open, calm, loving, true? This emotional and energetic resonance is fundamental for navigating your internal narratives. For understanding where your thoughts truly originate and what energy they carry, it's a powerful self-diagnostic tool, like an internal compass.
I love that, a feeling compass. So for our listeners, this implies a daily choice, really, a moment-by-moment choice. Aligning with the I am presence fundamentally shifts you from a state of deficiency to one of sufficiency and creation. Instead of the old dependent thought, I need external disclosure to feel validated or free, it transforms into, I am the living disclosure. By my light, Truth is revealed in my life.
You embody the disclosure.
Exactly. Each moment is a chance to choose which you empower. Choose the expansive truth of I am, and watch as your identity transforms into a beacon of all that is real and good, radiating your authentic light.
Beautiful.
Now let's talk about this subtle but profoundly powerful concept of consent. This is huge because, as the message reminds us, your free will is sacred, a powerful vote in reality's creation. It matters immensely what we agree to, consciously or not.
Our vote counts.
The transmission explains that even hidden manipulators, these forces working behind the scenes, know they cannot force you into a timeline without some form of consent. They need our buy-in, even if it's tricked out of us.
They need permission, essentially.
Yes. So they become masters at getting that permission subtly, tricking us into giving consent unknowingly, or at least unconsciously.
Okay, how do they do that?
One subtle method is the false savior narrative. Here's how it plays out. A problem is engineered or exaggerated, often creating widespread fear or distress. Think about manufactured crises or fear-mongering.
Right, create the problem.
Then an external savior, a person, a group, a technology, a policy, is presented as the sole solution, the only way out.
Offer the reaction.
Exactly. Desperate people, wanting relief, then invest their hope and authority in this external savior, thereby energetically sign over permission for that entity to act on their behalf. They give their power away, hoping for rescue.
Handing over the reins.
Precisely. This could manifest as a government promising safety if you surrender personal freedoms, or maybe a charismatic leader demanding total trust and obedience in exchange for salvation. The warning from Zorian is crystal clear. If you ever catch yourself thinking, only this person or group can fix this for me, step back and examine that thought. It's a red flag that you may be handing over your power.
That concept of subtle consent, of giving power away unknowingly, is really powerful. It makes me wonder, what's maybe one of the most common ways people unknowingly hand over their power, perhaps even in seemingly innocuous everyday situations, not just the big stuff?
That's a great question. I think it often happens when we look to experts or authorities to tell us what to think or feel, instead of checking in with our own intuition, or maybe constantly needing advice before making any decision, letting others define our reality.
Yeah, seeking constant external validation for our choices or feelings. That makes sense. For me, this speaks volumes about personal responsibility and also energetic boundaries. The mechanics of consent imply that our agreements, conscious or silent, shape our reality, often in ways we don't fully realize until later.
Agreements matter.
The solution isn't necessarily to reject all help or all external figures entirely, but rather to engage with help by conscious choice, from a place of sovereignty and self-awareness, rather than out of blind need or desperation. Knowing why you're engaging, it truly underscores the profound power of our free will and how easily it can be subtly manipulated if we're not vigilant and discerning.
That's a great point. It's often in those little moments where we're looking for someone else to make a decision for us, or maybe just to validate our feelings, that we give away tiny bits of power. So the practical takeaway here for you listening is that the remedy is to reclaim and renew your consent intentionally, actively. Make it a daily practice to affirm your autonomy. Declare that you give permission only to your highest self and source to guide your life. Take back the reins.
A daily declaration.
Yes. The message provides a powerful daily intention you can use. Something like, I do not consent to any manipulation or authority not aligned with my highest good. I retain sovereignty over my mind and soul. This conscious act may seem subtle, but it erects a barrier in unseen realms, the message says, like an energetic shield.
Setting a boundary.
False saviors lose power over you when you stop energetically deputizing them to save you, when you withdraw that unconscious permission. Instead, you truly become your own savior by aligning with the true source of salvation and guidance within you.
Taking back your power.
Exactly. Now, amidst all these complex, expansive ideas, it's often, as the message says, the simplest tool that proves most transformative.
Ah, the simple things.
And guess what? Your breath is one such tool, humble yet profound. Always available, always with you.
Can't get much simpler than breathing.
Right. The breath bridges the physical and the spiritual, the conscious and the unconscious. It's much more than just air exchange. It's described as a carrier of life force, that Lutcher or prana we talked about, and the message even describes it as scalar.
Scalar. What does that mean in this context?
It means it operates beyond typical linear space-time constraints. It acts more like a field that influences your entire energetic being, your aura, your subtle bodies. Rather than just a simple exchange of oxygen in the lungs, it affects everything.
Wow, so breath influences our whole energy field.
That's the idea. It's incredibly powerful when used consciously. And a practical way to utilize this profound tool is called zero-point breathing.
Okay, 0 point again. How does the breathing technique work?
The technique is simple, elegant really. You inhale slowly to a count of 4, drawing breath deep down into your belly, not just shallow chest breathing. Then you hold that breath gently for a count of 4, letting a still point emerge within you. Feel that pause. Then you exhale slowly for a count of 4, feeling stress and stray thoughts just drain away with the out-breath.
Letting go.
Yes. And then, crucially, you pause again in the emptiness, the quiet void after the exhale, before the next inhale begins, also for a count of 4. That empty pause is key. This rhythmic, intentional breathing 4-4-4-4 acts like a reset switch for your entire system. Mind, body, energy field.
What's truly fascinating here is how this intentional rhythmic breathing acts like a reset switch for more than just your physical body. As you said, it affects the whole field. It's not just physical relaxation. It's specifically designed, according to the message, to clear the mind and energy field, quiet that incessant mental chatter, and interestingly, even open the crown chakra, your energetic connection to higher consciousness.
Opens the crown. Wow.
Yeah. This brings you to that state of neutrality and receptivity, your 0 point. It effectively tunes you to your own channel, your sovereign broadcast, free of static, reducing your susceptibility to external distortions and noise. In this 0 point state, you are firmly established in your own pure frequency, less likely to be perturbed or influenced by the outside world's chaos.
So what this all means for you, the listener, is that this simple rhythmic breathing becomes a portable sanctuary, a tool you can use anywhere, anytime.
Instant refuge.
Exactly. No matter what chaos or uncertainty swirls around you externally or internally, just a few conscious cycles of this 0 point breath can bring you back to center, back to the sea of your power, back to your 0 point. It's a deceptively simple yet incredibly powerful tool for maintaining your inner alignment and energetic integrity throughout your day. Worth practicing, right?
Definitely. Sounds like a foundational practice.
So we've talked about going inward, reclaiming power. But the message is clear. You didn't embark on this whole awakening journey just to be a passive observer, or only to work on yourself in isolation, or just to watch others shine.
Right. It's not just navel-gazing.
Exactly. You are here to actively help light up the world. It's a participatory role. Think of humanity's ascension as a grand tapestry of lights, like a huge, interconnected network.
A living grid.
Yes. Each person is a node, a unique lamp that can brighten or dim the whole. Our individual state affects the collective. You are part of a vast, interconnected network of lamps, an energetic grid of consciousness spanning the planet.
So our inner light matters to the whole picture.
Absolutely. And the message encourages us to do something practical with this awareness. Whenever you encounter someone, anyone, silently acknowledge the divine spark within them. Just see that light, that potential. And this applies to literally everyone. A loved one, a stranger, someone who agrees with you or one who doesn't.
The challenging ones too.
Yes. Pay particular attention to that instruction, especially with those who challenge you. That's where the true work, the real alchemy, begins. Seeing the light even where it seems obscured.
Expanding on that, this lamplighter network concept, it's really about creating an energetic circuit of mutual recognition and upliftment. It's not just passive observation.
An active circuit.
When you consciously recognize that tiny kernel of light in another person, their light, however faint or obscured it may seem, is boosted by your recognition. Your focused attention empowers their light.
Wow. So just seeing it helps them shine.
That's the idea. And in a beautiful energetic feedback loop, your own light grows brighter for having reached out and made that conscious, loving connection. It amplifies both.
A win-win.
Exactly. This is, in essence, disclosure at the grassroots level, making us living evidence of the divine in everyday life. We become the revealers of light in each other. Darkness or negativity that thrived in isolation and non-recognition simply can't persist as strongly in this growing, interconnected web of mutual light recognition. It's a powerful and practical way to shift the collective energy.
And this is where it gets truly transformative, I think. A call to active participation. The message suggests, almost playfully, make it a game. How many lamps can you light today by seeing and affirming the good, the potential, the soul in each person you meet?
Turning it into a conscious practice.
Yeah. In doing so, you aren't just observing the world, you're actively activating the lamplighter network. You're illuminating the human grid from within. One conscious recognition, one silent blessing at a time.
Powerful stuff.
It really is. Now, shifting gears slightly, The transmission states that around the year 2012, a subtle shift began for many awakened souls.
2012, always a significant marker.
Right. It suggests the focus moved from primarily receiving, learning, healing past wounds, the inward focus work, to a new, more active call. You are to become a broadcaster of the truth you have cultivated.
From receiver to transmitter.
Exactly. The Great Awakening is not a spectator sport, the message firmly declared. You can't just sit on the sidelines anymore. It's a participatory transformation. Each awakened soul is a broadcasting station, whether they are conscious of it or not. Your energy field is always transmitting something.
We're always broadcasting.
Whatever you think, feel, or believe doesn't stay inside you. It pulses out into the collective field like radio waves, affecting everything around you.
That's a sobering thought, actually. What am I broadcasting right now?
Exactly. That's the critical question it poses. What has your station been transmitting lately? Is it echoing the static of mass anxiety, the fear, the division? Or is it a steady, coherent broadcast of compassion, courage, and truth that cuts through the noise? And this isn't about pretending everything is fine if it isn't, or spiritual bypassing. It's about consciously choosing which wavelength, which frequency you want to strengthen and amplify within yourself and therefore out into the world.
This raises such an important question about our individual impact on the collective consciousness. It's not insignificant.
Not at all.
If you consistently hold a calm center and a clear vision of harmony and truth, that frequency emanates outward and subtly influences others, even people you don't directly interact with. Your inner broadcast, therefore, acts as a gentle jamming signal to the hive mind's disruptive interference, as the message puts it, to those lower frequencies of fear, anger, and anxiety that are so pervasive.
A jamming signal. I like that. Disrupting the negativity.
Yes. With enough souls consistently broadcasting clarity, love, and higher vibrations, the pervasive narrative of fear loses its dominance and its power over the collective mind. This is truly the Great Awakening in action, a co-creative effort, frequency by frequency.
So the encouragement here is to trust that your inner broadcast, however humble or quiet it may seem to you, has a radius of influence you probably cannot fully measure.
It reaches further than we think.
It is felt by those ready to tune in, those who are receptive to its frequency. So keep your transmission pure, keep it aligned with truth and love, and you become a living beacon, transforming the unseen airways around you with each breath and each conscious intention.
Be the beacon.
Be the beacon. Now, life on Earth right now, it can certainly feel like riding wave after wave of uncertainty, crisis, and intense change. It's relentless sometimes.
Understatement of the year, maybe.
Right, and it's so easy to see each crisis as evidence something has gone terribly wrong, a sign of impending doom that things are falling apart.
The default reaction for many.
But what if, the message asks, each crisis is actually an initiation for your soul's growth, a rite of passage rather than a sign of doom?
An initiation, reframing it completely.
Completely. History shows us, and our own lives often show us, that times of intense struggle and pressure often precede leaps in consciousness for individuals and for humanity as a whole. Pressure creates diamonds, right?
Growth happens at the edge of comfort.
Exactly. When outer security shakes, when the familiar crumbles around us, you turn to your inner sanctuary and often find new capacities awakening. Courage, creative solutions, deeper faith, things you didn't know you had.
Resourcefulness emerges.
Yes. These, the message says, are hidden gifts wrapped in problems. The challenge contains the seed of the solution or the growth.
What's truly fascinating here is the active reframing of adversity. It's not passive acceptance, it's active reinterpretation. The powers that want humanity fearful and controlled, the message suggests, hope you misread these initiations. They want us to stay stuck in fear and victimhood, seeing only the problem.
Right. Keep us small and scared.
But by consciously asking yourself, what is this pressure calling forth from within me? What sleeping part of my power is this situation trying to awaken? You shift from being a victim of circumstance to an alchemist.
An alchemist, turning lead into gold.
Exactly. Storms, challenges, and crises then become fuel for your spiritual engine, rather than obstacles meant to halt your progress or break your spirit. You begin to learn how to surf those waves that were perhaps designed or intended to drown you. You use the energy instead of being consumed by it.
So the practical application here, for you listening, is that you learn to surf the waves that might have felt overwhelming before. You learn to ride the chaos. Collectively, as more souls adopt this empowering view, the entire narrative shifts. It moves from one of hopelessness and despair to a hero's journey, a journey of overcoming, of discovery, of integration.
A journey with purpose.
And a hero's journey, by its very nature, ends in triumphant transformation, not ultimate doom. That's the structure of the archetype. So, when the next wave of challenge comes, and it likely will, remember, this is an initiation. And a stronger, wiser you, along with a brighter collective timeline, truly awaits on the other side of navigating it consciously.
Hold that perspective.
Hold that perspective. Now, on the quest for enlightenment and deeper understanding, it is absolutely natural and often necessary to seek guidance.
Right.
We look for teachers.
Of course. We learn from others.
Books, mentors, communities, spiritual teachers, they're all described as valuable allies on the path. They offer maps, tools, perspectives.
Right.
However, the transmission offers a crucial distinction, a really important one. No external teacher is meant to eclipse the teacher in your soul.
Ah, the inner guru.
Exactly. The ultimate guru, the one who knows your unique blueprint across lifetimes, is inside you, your own higher self, your I am presence.
The final authority resides within.
Yes. And the message gives a clear warning sign. Be wary of any teaching or teacher that asks you to give your power away to an outside authority. That demands dependency.
Red flag right there.
Big red flag. A true teacher, the message clarifies. Whether they're in human form or perhaps a spirit guide, will always point you back to your own wisdom. They empower you, they don't enslave you.
They guide you to your own knowing.
They spark your self-trust and curiosity, rather than demand loyalty or blind obedience. Their role is to illuminate your path, not to become your path or demand you follow theirs exclusively.
This insight truly raises an important question about discerning true guidance from potential dependency traps. It's easy to get caught up, isn't it?
Very easy, especially when you're seeking answers.
The message makes it unequivocally clear. It's important to differentiate between using tools and becoming dependent on them. Practices, teachings, and external guidance are like training wheels on a bicycle, incredibly helpful in learning how to balance and gain confidence initially.
Yeah, essential to start sometimes.
But the message continues. There comes a moment when those training wheels must fall off so you can ride freely on your own. You have to trust your own balance eventually. It's about internalizing the wisdom, integrating it fully into your being, not endlessly consuming external information or relying on someone else to pedal the bike for you forever.
So, for our listeners, the Teacher Within protocol is essentially this. Appreciate external help. Learn from it with gratitude, but always understand its core purpose is to awaken something in you, to activate your own inner knowing.
Not to replace it.
Exactly. Not to replace your inner compass or your own direct connection to source.
Yeah.
So make it a daily practice. Before immediately asking someone else for advice, or before diving online to search frantically for an answer, just pause. Take a breath. Go quiet. Ask your higher self, your inner teacher, for insight first. See what comes up in that silence. Notice the deep satisfaction and genuine empowerment when you realize you can access profound knowledge and clear guidance directly from within. It's incredibly validating.
Trusting the inner guru.
Trusting the inner guru. This is the true path of spiritual sovereignty.
Okay, that leads nicely into the next idea.
Right. Imagine a world, just picture this for a moment, where the most valued riches aren't gold bars or bank account numbers, but the light in your eyes, the genuine peace in your heart, and the unconditional love you share freely.
A different kind of wealth. A higher currency.
Exactly. In the emerging New Earth consciousness, the message states, a new currency is taking form. And it's not physical. It's a currency that's not subject to crashes or manipulation because it flows directly from source through every willing soul. It's energetic.
Immune to the old system.
That's the idea. When you hold space for someone to heal or bravely speak their truth, or when you beam appreciation to a stranger in just a fleeting moment of connection,
Those small acts.
you are consciously investing in this new economy. You're circulating this divine currency. It's an economy built on energetic exchange where, as the message beautifully puts it, God pours through you to me and through me to you. The supply is endless. It's not zero sum.
An economy of grace, almost. Expanding on that, this new economy represents a profound shift away from a scarcity-based, fear-driven model, which is what underlies so much of our current world system.
Right. Competition, lack.
To one of genuine abundance and energetic exchange based on higher intelligence and love. The message suggests that you may find yourself less interested in fear-based transactions like gossip, complaints, endless debates once you see those as the old currency that consistently left everyone spiritually bankrupt. draining exchanges.
Yeah, you start to feel the energetic cost of those interactions.
Exactly. It's about a conscious, deep-seated shift in what we truly value and how we choose to interact with the world and with each other. It redefines what true wealth really means. It's about inner richness expressing outwardly.
And what's beautiful is that instead of those draining, fear-based interactions, you naturally gravitate toward interactions where something genuinely positive and uplifting is exchanged.
You seek higher vibrational exchanges.
Yes. Clarity inspires clarity. Courage kindles courage. Calm transmits calm. Like attracts like. Before you know it, by choosing these higher exchanges, you've actively created a pocket of abundance, a field of positive energy around you that nourishes everyone involved, including yourself.
Ripples of abundance.
Start spending and accepting this new currency. Love, wisdom, support, appreciation lavishly, without reservation, and watch how it transforms you and the world around you. This new economy unifies because everyone, absolutely everyone, has something of real, divine value to share from their soul. No exceptions.
Everyone can participate.
Everyone. Now, shifting slightly again, walking the path of light, shining your truth in a world that sometimes deeply fears that very light. Well, it can bring significant pushback, can't it?
Oh yeah, resistance is almost guaranteed at times.
When you step forward authentically and shine your light, you may inevitably meet resistance, criticism, judgment, or even ridicule. It happens. The message offers a vital perspective here. This isn't necessarily a sign you're doing something wrong. Often it means you're making a real impact. Your light is disturbing the shadows, making waves.
A sign of effectiveness, maybe?
Could be. It's a sign that your light is beginning to disrupt the status quo, the old patterns. The message reminds us of ancient wisdom, quoting a principle. They persecuted me before you, meaning enlightened souls and truth tellers have always faced opposition. It's part of the territory, unfortunately.
Comes with the job description sometimes.
Seems like it. So to navigate this pushback without getting derailed or dimming your own light in response, the transmission outlines 4 crucial steps. He calls it a kind of timeline armor.
Timeline armor. Okay, what are the steps?
1. Observe. See the negativity without immediate reaction. Notice it, acknowledge it's there, but do not absorb it into your being. Don't take it personally.
Detach and observe. Got it.
2. Depersonalize. Understand that harsh reactions are usually about the other person's own fear or pain, their own internal struggles, their projections, not fundamentally about you.
Yeah.
It's their stuff, not yours.
Right. It's rarely actually about you.
3. Transmute. Imagine breathing the dense energy in and then breathing it out, transformed into light. Let that dense energy dissipate into light. You become an energetic alchemist, changing its form.
Alchemize the energy. Nice.
4. Bless. Bless the one who opposed you by sincerely wishing them clarity and healing. This isn't about condoning their actions, but about releasing the energetic charge within yourself. Cut in the cords. It frees you.
Wishing them well releases you. Observe, depersonalize, transmute, bless, ODTB. What's truly fascinating here is how this timeline armor is a practical, powerful, energetic defense system. It's not passive, active defense. It actively prevents you from being mired in lower vibrations. By reacting, retaliating, engaging in pointless arguments, or taking persecution personally and letting it wound you. It's fundamentally about maintaining your own high frequency and integrity, even when faced with challenge or attack. It effectively turns potential stumbling blocks into stepping stones for your growth and for staying true to your journey.
So it protects your path forward.
Exactly. By applying this conscious approach, you remain steady and centered on your path with an open heart because you're blessing, not hating, but also with an armor of light protecting you.
What was perhaps meant to discourage you or knock you off instead becomes fuel for greater grace, resilience, and unwavering resolve. You use it.
Turning attacks into fuel. Powerful.
Now, another crucial piece. A crucial part of humanity's awakening is the restoration of the divine feminine energy within each of us, both men and women.
The divine feminine.
Yeah.
Yes, so important.
For eons, the message explains, qualities traditionally associated with the sacred feminine, such as deep listening, profound compassion, gentle receptivity, intuition, nurturing, and an inherent quiet strength. These have been undervalued or actively suppressed in many cultures and systems.
Dominated by distorted masculine energy, perhaps.
Often, yes. The journey of turning inward, of deep self-connection, automatically reactivates these ancient wisdom codes within our very being. They start to reemerge. And the message stresses, importantly, that this process isn't about gender at all. It's about fundamental rebalance within each individual.
Rebalancing inner energies.
Exactly. It means consciously allowing the yin qualities, the aspects of being, intuiting, nurturing, flowing, receiving, to harmonize with the yang qualities, the aspects of doing, analyzing, achieving, directing, giving within you. Finding that inner sacred marriage.
Wholeness, integration.
Yes, cultivating deep inner wholeness and harmony.
This raises an important question about how this inner wholeness, this rebalancing, directly combats external manipulation and the old paradigm structures. How does it connect?
Good question.
Well, the message suggests that when the feminine blueprint comes back online in you, when you reintegrate those receptive, intuitive, nurturing qualities, the old addiction to external saviors begins to fall away.
Why is that?
Because you start to trust your own inner guidance, intuition, and nurture yourself like a loving mother, compassion, self-care. You become more self-sufficient on an inner level.
You don't need the external fixes much.
Exactly. This inner self-sufficiency makes you less susceptible to the divide and conquer tactics of the old paradigm, those systems that thrive on people feeling incomplete, fragmented, inadequate, and at war within themselves, or constantly competing with each other. It cultivates an unshakable inner peace and resilience that manipulation can't easily penetrate.
So what this all implies for you, the listener, is that restoring the feminine in your heart brings a profound sense of completeness and grounded wisdom. You feel more whole. It allows you to respond to challenges with empathy, intuition, and creativity, instead of defaulting perhaps to panic, aggression, rigid thinking, or a desperate need for external control.
A more balanced response.
Yes. And as more individuals embrace this inner rebalance, the collective pendulum swings out of extreme duality, out of those harsh polarities, into harmony and balance. The old battle between needing an external savior and fearing an external enemy truly loses its grip, both individually and collectively. And a more compassionate, integrated community naturally begins to emerge from that inner shift.
Healing the inner split heals the outer world.
That's the principle. Finally, let's talk about spectacle versus service. The world around us is often, as the message describes it, addicted to spectacle-breaking news, viral dramas, flashy promises that grab attention but often lack substance.
The age of viral everything.
Right. But true evolution on Earth, the message asserts, isn't happening in headlines. It's unfolding through countless humble acts of service quietly everywhere, under the radar. While many fixate on grand, dramatic external events, real, tangible transformation is steadily taking root in living rooms, communities, and individual hearts across the globe, in the small places.
The quiet revolution.
Exactly. These micro acts of service. Something as seemingly small as holding a calm, peaceful space in your own heart during turmoil. A conscious blessing of the land as you walk through it. Sending love to a difficult situation. Or just a simple, genuine kindness offered to someone in need without fanfare. These acts have a cumulative effect.
They add up.
They generate ripples in the unseen realms that diffuse negativity faster than any sensational news story. They are the quiet architects of a new reality working from the energetic level up.
What this truly illuminates them is a conscious shift from being merely a consumer of spectacle to becoming a creator of goodness in your daily life, active participation again.
Creator, not just consumer.
Instead of passively waiting for big news to break or some grand event to change everything, it's about committing to small, consistent, meaningful contributions that come directly from your heart, from your aligned state. And as the message tells us, don't underestimate their impact, as these seemingly quiet actions are actively seeding a new reality here and now, one conscious choice, one kind act, one moment of peace held at a time.
Your quiet service, your inner alignment broadcasted. It's a powerful force that truly outshines the loudest spectacle by seeding a new reality from the ground up right here, right now.
Beautifully put.
So we circle back. Many seekers await a singular event that will transform the world in an instant, right? That solar flash, the government disclosure, the grand arrival, the intervention.
The magic wand moment.
Yeah. But the message strongly suggests the real event that matters is far more personal. The moment your higher self fully takes charge in your life. The moment the I am presence becomes the primary driver.
The inner event.
The inner event. This might manifest as a sudden, undeniable shift, a lightning bolt moment for some. Or perhaps more commonly, it might be a gradual, quiet unfolding over time.
Yeah.
But you will know it, the message says, by a profound, deep peace and clarity, taking root within you, a fundamental shift in your baseline state.
A new normal sets in.
Exactly. When your I am presence truly takes the wheel, life begins to reorganize around your light. things just start to shift externally in response to your internal change. Old anxieties and that constant nagging quest for outside approval fade away, they lose their grip.
Less neediness.
In their place, a calm, unwavering confidence emerges. Not arrogance, but a deep knowing of your connection and worth. You finally feel enough from within, recognizing your intrinsic value and unbreakable connection to Source.
That feeling of enoughness, that's huge.
It is. And what's absolutely fascinating here is the practical, tangible manifestation of this inner shift in your daily life. It's not just a feeling.
How does it show up externally?
It often brings synchronicity and flow into your life. Things just start clicking into place more easily.
Meaningful coincidences.
Right. Suddenly, needed resources and support tend to appear at the right time, in the right way. The universe seems to conspire with you. You might find you attract the right allies, the right collaborators, the right friends, and find yourself in the right place at the right time more often. Life feels less like a struggle and more like a chance.
Less friction, more flow. That sounds good.
Doesn't it? This isn't just internal peace, though that's foundational. It's a dynamic shift in your external experience, a direct and harmonious response from the universe, from reality itself to your higher frequency broadcast. It's a clear sign you are truly in alignment with your path.
Living in alignment manifests externally.
That's the core message. And this personal awakening isn't a one-time fireworks display, not just a momentary flash of insight that fades. It's an enduring, deepening shift that continues to expand as you live from that I am space more consistently.
It keeps growing.
And here's the powerful collective impact we touched on. As more individuals experience their own event of self-realization, the collective reality shifts as well. It has to. But you aren't waiting on the collective to shift first. You're actively catalyzing it by claiming your own transformation, by doing your inner work.
Leading by example energetically.
Exactly. Each time someone truly awakens to their I am presence and lives that truth authentically, a new world is born, one heart at a time, one soul at a time. That's how it happens.
From the inside out.
From the inside out. So to truly bring it all home, the final affirmation is this. Recognize that nothing has genuinely been canceled on the road to freedom. Nothing is truly lost. The grand disclosure that so many look for externally has simply shifted its stage, shifted its locus to the interior as every awakened heart. The theater is within.
Decentralized disclosure.
Yes, no government or media authority can stop the revelation unfolding within you. It's beyond their control. The responsibility for truth has been decentralized, spread to each soul who dares to turn inward and live their divine essence.
The power is back with the individual.
It always was, but now we're remembering. Disclosure hasn't been delayed at all from this perspective. It's happening through you, through me, through countless others right now in this very moment. The old game of waiting for outside validation, waiting for permission, waiting for rescue, it is truly over. The invitation is to step out of that game.
Game over.
You no longer need to pin your hopes on external hearings, whistleblowers, saviors, or even ET arrivals to tell you what is real. You know what is real because you feel it resonating deeply in your spirit, in your heart, and you see it demonstrably changing your life for the better, moment by moment. That's your proof.
The inner knowing is the compass.
It is. Each time you choose intuition over propaganda, compassion over division, sovereignty over victimhood, you are actively broadcasting the disclosure frequency. You are the disclosure in action. You are proving by your very being, by your choices, by your frequency, that humanity's consciousness is indeed rising. You're living evidence.
This, if we connect it to the bigger picture, truly is the ultimate act of reclaiming personal and collective power. It flips the whole script. Instead of remaining in a state of passively asking, when will they reveal it? The message powerfully invites us to declare, I reveal it, I allow Source within me to shine out and illuminate my world.
Taking ownership.
Yes, this is about actively participating in the revelation of truth on Earth, consciously choosing to stop feeding the fear timelines with our energy and attention, and instead deliberately nourishing the ascension timeline, the timeline of love, truth, and sovereignty for yourself and therefore for all. It's a potent affirmation of our intrinsic agency and our co-creative power with the divine.
And the final beautiful reminder. You are absolutely not alone in this profound journey. Millions, perhaps billions, shine alongside you, embarking on their own inner reveals, lighting their own lamps.
The network is vast.
Disclosure is alive in you and in everyone choosing this path right now. This is how the new world truly emerges, not from some external decree, not from waiting for saviors, but from the inside out, through individual hearts courageously choosing truth and unconditional love moment by moment. That's the real event.
The event is us. Hashtag tag outro.
Wow. Okay, so today we've really explored this profound idea that true disclosure isn't some external event we have to wait for, but a personal awakening we get to claim. A journey inward to your deepest self. From understanding the energetic drain of the outer show and that cycle of external anticipation,
That waiting game.
to activating your inner I am presence, cultivating practices like zero-point breathing as a portable sanctuary, and engaging in quiet service as a creator of goodness. This deep dive has clearly shown us that the real work and the real unshakable power is fundamentally within you. Always was.
This entire message from Zorian of Sirius. It really is a powerful and unequivocal call to spiritual sovereignty, to stand in your own power. It challenges us all, I think, to look beyond the immediate, the superficial noise, and to recognize that our greatest agency, our most profound impact on the world, lies squarely in our internal alignment and our intentional, conscious contribution, how we show up.
Right. Our state of being matters most.
It urges us as individuals to step fully into the role of conscious creators of our reality, rather than remaining passive recipients of circumstances or waiting for someone else to fix things.
So as you go about your day after listening to this, maybe consider this. If the grand reveal is indeed a homecoming within your own soul, a continuous unfolding of inner truth, what hidden truth, what aspects of your own divine light are you ready to uncover about yourself starting today? What's waiting just beneath the surface?
A powerful question to sit with.
It really is. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, keep going inward, and most importantly, keep shining your magnificent light from within.
Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon. Until next time, take care and have a wonderful day.